once more with feeling. Let's see how if this holds or not. Um, what is happening here? I don't remember what was going on. No, we want to block. I couldn't tell I lost internet a second time. It's probably going to happen again, too. It's very frustrating. I don't know what to do about it. Like, I scanned my internet and it said there was nothing wrong, and it's still, like, not... It's still showing bad numbers. That's frustrating. So I guess if this crashes again, I will probably just call it for the night. I know it's not 4 hours, but I'm not in the business of trying to fight the internet that way. I don't think that's like a good use of any of our time. But hopefully it'll hold. In the meantime, I'm not sure exactly where it dropped, but Mikuve did use his part for the control for the control portion. They won't just save it for like the weapons, for instance. I think it still ultimately means that we like end up like we're still kind of burning turns, not attacking something in the meantime, but it is definitely an option that is available to us. Yeah, like I don't think it matters right now, but it is a piece of information we might be able to take advantage of in the future. As I am watching people traipse around outside, I am also reminded of the fact that I was thinking about my schedule in terms of what's happening around Halloween or around Thanksgiving. But that does remind me that don't worry about how we got here. I will not be streaming this Sunday as I normally would. Which feels I probably should have announced that a little bit sooner than now, but it just sort of occurred to me that I'm going to be busy all day Sunday. So whoops, sorry about that. I'll put a community post about it too, just because odds are, I mean, no one's here live right now. And people are less likely to watch this one. So I don't want to like, it feels irresponsible to be like, well, you should just watch every stream then, Forehead. Then you'll know all the data you need to know. Are you out of ammo? I think you're probably out of ammo. Yeah. So sorry about that. In the future, I would like to be a little bit more like ahead of schedule to warn people when I'm not going to be around. But unfortunately, that is not this time. Oh, I guess we could also be attacking with the white base. There's no reason we shan't be, because we still need to do damage to its body at some point. Okay. Someone else has fortune. Is it you? No. Is it you? It is. How much are you worth? 5,000 and 2,800. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we maybe try and like wait and bring someone over here to fortune. Genus, but we're not gonna bother. Instead, we definitely want to hand out some EXP. We should have been doing that before, and I just was forgetting to. Though I guess we got 2 charges of it left, and we've got 2 bosses left. Are we in range? Oh, we're not. Okay, well, whoops. I forgot that it's Karen who's been doing it. I wasn't going to put it on Kara. I thought Sayla was going to be the one that could get it. Okay, well, so we should still give her the XP buff. But I also, as I was saying that, I think actually we got a couple characters that have it, right? No, it's just that Mikhail has scanned himself. Man, I'm like so distracted because of the internet dropping. I'm sure this is not not making a good watching experience. I apologize. I'm like, oh, gotta get refocused. Okay. Sick. We also got to keep a propellant tank off of that for whatever that is worth. We are one. Oh no, we're not. No, we've got an Excel. Okay, great. So let's get one of these gals then ready for Bright. Sure. Look at all that extra experience we got. So worth it. Okay. Then I guess let's see if we can take out this. We probably can't take out the Zanzibar this turn, but we'll get close. Right, we need to be spending our SP more. And we're doing it early enough that I can like use some more of the combat-based ones to burn these even faster. You have this. Could we want to? It's not about the amount of SP that you spend. It's about the number of spirits that you cast. So you want to try and use the lowest amount possible to be able to like get the count up. And because as much as I am saving the game, I will be reloading through save states for the purposes of this playthrough. We will have access actually to that ace badge. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in previous episodes, but in case I didn't, oh boy, that hurt a lot more than I was expecting it was going to, because it still has one on the body, right? Yeah. We have attacked it a lot though, like it is kind of running out. The ace badge for spirits only lasts until you reload the game. So like odds are if you're playing this game normally, you are not going to actually get to see that badge contribute much of anything. I don't know where it like when you reload, I don't know whether the state of the badge is in respect to your SP usage though, or your spirit usage though. Like, does it reset back to 0? Does it reset back to the point whatever you were before the mission you got the badge? I'm not sure. I have not tested that because a lot of this game I've not like tested through. But because we'll be using save states, we'll get access to it, and it's a pretty reasonable cost reduction on your spirits. I'm pretty sure someone has it already. Like I think Light has it. Yeah. It's 2 SP off here. I think this was 25. So what? I think it's like 20%. I think it's 20% off. You unfortunately can't see what your progress is to it. It's this one down here. I guess I should show it on the person that has it. Yeah, it's this one down here. Actually, you know, while we're here, I don't think I've actually gone over all of these. It's melee, ranged, dodge. This is blocking. This is skill. I think this happens when you crit. I don't remember how this one gets triggered. There's not one for accuracy, unfortunately. Then there's kills. This stacks up a couple times. See how it says 50 down here in the yellow numbers? If I remember correctly, it goes up to 250, and that increases. All of them increase the like associated parameters except for, of course, kills, because like what would that increase? And what it increases is the amount of money you get from kills. This needs like barely anything. This is just a tap. And not the pilot. Yeah, this is a capture. Perfect. Who has the funds? Is it Slager that still has them? No, Sayla doesn't. Who still has a fortune left? Oh, no one does. Okay, I don't know why I thought someone still had it. Okay, never mind. I thought we like lined up with the Zanzibar to like get a fortune, but I guess we did not. Okay, well, let's take it down. I suppose we could give it to Sayla. Who needs it the most? You know what? Actually, let's give it to Light. He barely has any experience. So, or he's like 5 levels behind. We can get all of our EXP done. Slager is a high level, so this is, you know, worth some experience. Yeah, it's almost 200. Sayla probably has used some ammo. Yeah, that was worth it. Great. And there's a kill for Light. The mission went fine. I'm just like, I'm still also like kicking myself about that Dom. This is so frustrating. That would have been like a really good upgrade to the squad. But low, it was not meant to be. Okay, you need to go to money. I'm pretty sure this is doing it to money. Let's make sure. So that's 5,700, 65, yeah. Oh, I think I was like vastly overestimating this. It wasn't going from, I was thinking it was going from 8 to 16,000, but it's going probably from 4,000 to 8,000. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like that's how much we're getting. Okay. But that's a reasonable amount of, that's like a pretty good chunk of funds. I believe that ends our stint in Jab-uro. And now we are off to space after this, if I remember correctly. Sorry, my mouse off screen. So we can make use of that space part that we got. We're sure, I know we're going to space pretty soon after this. Just because that's like also like in canon with the Gundam plot. They go to space pretty quickly after Jab-uro. I don't remember how much of like Zeta or Double Zeta we use. I don't remember if they're in this game or not. I know I could find out. I'm just not going to. I'd rather let it be a surprise. Okay, we got a magnetic coating. That definitely needs to go on somebody. Probably. We could put it on one of the G fighters, maybe. Oh, wait, this is the Gundam riding the G fighter. This is 120 mobility. That's surely better than like a Zaku with 85. Yeah, I think we are safe enough to like invest into it a little bit. It's like we're not using them for combat some. Okay, we've got another one of those space parts. So let's hand that over to, I guess, one of the other Zakus who isn't using it. What else we got? Okay, that's not bad. I'm not gonna worry about putting the repair kit on. I swore we picked up something else. Was it a skill part? Yes, it was a skill part. We got a melee skill part. So, and then whatever the other one is that I like. I'm too flustered right now, especially, so I'm not gonna be able to read it well. Actually, no, I was gonna try and like check around who needs it, but obviously that's going onto the Atlas. That's easy. This is Daltanius, so that's correct. YouTube, could you stop like flashing stuff at me? It says my stream is fine, and it's also like giving me warnings. So, ugh. Okay. Oh, we can't even finish that yet. Okay, we'll do this now, and then next mission we'll have these 3 pips in. Or not. We need to get 100,000. It's so expensive. Yeah, we've not upgraded weapons at all. Yeah, we'll set into that after this. Okay. Where are we as far as time goes? We've got like 40-ish minutes left. We'll keep going. And if we need to save in the middle of a mission, we'll just do that again. That's fine. I don't remember how long any of these are. I think we are good to go. We don't have anyone we need to switch into. Ooh, there's another, hold on. I know I wasn't looking stuff up, but I know that somewhere around here, there is a mission that we need to do a couple of times to get more units for the Dragonars, which is also one of the reasons why I wasn't so concerned about, it's one of the reasons why I wasn't so concerned about getting the light Dragonar replacements. Oh, this is the, it's in this mission that we get access to Aina, not the last one. Okay. Where's, so I don't have to keep checking these. I don't want stuff spoiled. Where are the Dragonar pilots from? I know they're from an extra stage. Oh, it's really far away. I thought it was early in the game, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, early relative, because this game is also really long. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, it is number 34. You get 3 Dragoons if you complete the sub-scenario, not once, but twice for some reason. Okay. Maybe I will keep this open a little bit, because there are a couple of things in here that would like actually make this playthrough more interesting, and you wouldn't use them normally. We won't bother doing 15, will we? I think it's basically just the same mission a second time, so I don't think there's any reason to. There are a couple of Dragonar units that are locked behind it. I guess 34 is far enough away that... Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Here, we'll do 15 again. That will give us a... So maybe that'll get us a second lease on a Dom also. But while I was looking at that, one of the reasons why I said I don't know if I want to is I guess it's on me. I should be looking at these all the time. But it says that we got a Gym Sniper, which is very good. We can compare this. We can compare these stats in a second. I guess we can do it this way is better. So remember when those 3 gyms got blown up, and I was like, please give me them. I guess my answers. I guess my request was granted. So we start with an S on the ground. Just excellent. Our defensive properties are okay. 85 mobility is fine. It's pretty sure it's better than the Zaku. Okay, it's the same as Zaku, and we have more armor than the Zaku. We're dropping HP a little bit, but can we not switch here? No. Okay. But these 2 are really what we're after. Good gracious, is that so much damage? I don't remember what the map attack looks like. I'm assuming it's probably going to be just like a straight line. But someone's definitely going in this right away. So I guess none of the Zakus are invested, so it's just whoever has like the fewest parts on their Zaku. Yeah. That was Slager's, which is perfect. I would prefer to give it to Slager anyway. So that feels like an okay trade-off for not getting the Dom. Not that we actually had to trade it though, so but I am hoping, but that doesn't actually matter. We had a repair kit on it. Sure, we'll do that. You know what? Oh, here, actually, we're going to put the propellant tanks on it just because it has, A, we have so many of them, and B, it has really, really costly energy attacks. But I'm hoping that somewhere on the sniper, on the gym sniper, that we also just like natively have the ability to select targets. I don't think we do, but we'll check in mission just because it's easier to like look back and forth across its stats. But let's do this again. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be basically like being a run back of the previous mission, just with like slightly different parameters to it. But this is now where we would get Aina. But we're required to use Shiro to do it. So we're going to end up skipping her. Just because I want to try and like not use the main characters at all. I think if we could like hone down exactly what these challenges are looking like, maybe we will in the future allow ourselves to use pilots just for the purposes of recruiting other objectives. But I think we're like, things are going fine enough right now for us that we don't need to. So it's not a matter of like trying to like fix difficulty or anything. It's just a matter of like, sorry, big yawn. That came up to me and I was surprised. It's just a matter of like, would we actually get to use these characters any other time? Oh no, this is actually considerably different. Okay, no, this is good then. This is worth doing. I recall a lot of the like sub scenarios are basically sort of just like replays of the previous mission with like light adjustments to them. Having extra pilot, like, at this point we don't need more, we kind of need everything, but I think the thing we need the most is just more pilots to like fill out our whole roster. Hopefully we don't have to protect the Medea the whole time. That would be rough. All right, all of those don't need to be deployed. I think we are good to go. Oh. Yeah, that's correct. Let's see who they moved into places that they aren't supposed to be. We'll check what victory conditions are. Hopefully it's not to protect those, because we're going to have a really rough time of doing that if we need to. Karen's here. That's good. Sanders is there. That's correct. Sayla's there. Slager. Okay, it looks like everyone stayed where they were supposed to be. Good. Even if we don't need to protect them, let's just get the white base up in here sooner. We don't use, oh, darn it. I need to get out of my own head. We also like didn't use any of the SP at the end of the mission. I knew there was something else we needed to do. Let's pull everyone forward and then we can check objectives, because it's not like knowing the objective now is going to change what we're doing. Like, we're full sending everybody anyway. It's weird that we only have to fight Aina. I'm sure that there's going to be other enemies that are going to show up at some point. I have a sneaking suspicion probably from the upper right and the bottom left. Or maybe they're just going to like fill in the space that we're vacating right now. It's been a while since we've actually had to move though. We've been sitting here like all day today and most of last time just like camping in one spot. Okay, what are objectives? Okay, no, we don't need to protect them, thank goodness. Because if they're gonna be like running towards Aina, like this is their self-destructive behaviors, right? Like there's nothing we could have done even if we were using like regular squad. I guess we just like need to be shown how potent the Apsaris is, especially considering how badly we cheesed it last mission. And I think that boss was supposed to be hard, and we just like it gave us no trouble. There we go. Okay. Okay, sick. We can pick up a Dom. I guess we'll just like push forward into the middle and we can let them all collapse on us and we'll handle it from there. We should check what the Apsaris' range is. It's 7 range. Okay, so we can do the same thing we did last time. And we'll just take it out from far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I don't think Sayla doesn't have her sniping yet, or her shooting badge yet. So we are a little off on getting that like 8 range attack from there. You know the Zaku that we gave extra range to, is that pilot also, yeah, that's linear seat. Who is piloting this? Hayato. Okay, no, he also doesn't have shooting yet, but we could bump that up to an 8. Do any of our pilots that are in Zaku's have their shooting license? Ryu does. So he's also at 7. So we need to switch that out. We want to give him the linear seat then. Just to like make the most of his extra range. Not just because that would be relevant for this scenario, but you know, that is like good all of the time. We unfortunately can't capture the custom goof that is off limits, as it were, because it's boss locked. I do believe we get one later, but not for now. But I did see listed in the sub scenarios when I was trying to find the one for the Dragon R that like there is a mission, but if we complete it in a certain number of turns, we will also just be like given a free generic. So like those are the kind of things that I probably want to know, because we're never gonna use a bat shoe in any other playthrough, but it's gonna be probably really good for us this time. We'll take out this. Yeah, we'll probably one of the Doms on the bottom left. We'll leave. The way that they're just attacking its parts does have me worried that we are like maybe we're supposed to be able to protect the Medea. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it just said like allied battleship, and I don't think that counts as an allied battleship. No, okay, we're good. Typically that would say something to the effect of like, because that's not a player unit. Historically, the games have said like, historically the game would say something like allied battleship or the Medea. Like it'll list them both as, it would list something that wasn't like actually on our team as like an objective. I said that like I was a child learning to speak, but you understood. That's fine. Yeah, we can probably like we can try and take these woods a little bit more up to the top right then. And we want to stay adjacent. But we're like just shy on damage. Yeah, this is why I'm tempted to maybe spend a little bit of time figuring out damage numbers just to like stop that kind of very little itty bitty like damage situation from happening. This is leaving Karen on her own, so I think let's pop up here to create like a semblance of a formation. Bring you down here. Okay, we're getting a good chunk of healing now. Bring Tap in here because he has a support defense to make sure that Slager in the sniper is not by himself. And I think we're set then until we bring some more stuff to the right. Right, now that we're here, do we natively have sniping? No, we do not. That's a shame. Okay, well. We'll need to be a little bit more careful with the white base this time because we don't have the base tile to fall back on. But yeah, that's fine. Man, if we had 2 DOMs, switching Zaku's out to 2 DOMs and the sniper would be like such a big buff. But this does feel enough evidence to me that we are unlikely to be still like lagging behind with a Zaku by the end of the game. Though I guess that's also like I'm saying that with the context of how many pilots we have now. Gracious, we were taking a lot of damage. Okay, we gotta be a little more safe. We're gonna pull back into the middle and keep ourselves protected. We don't need to rush. We can let the white base fade a lot of this damage. Fortunately, though, they're going easy on us and who they're attacking. Like that should have gone after the sniper. This is why I'm saying having a like enemy controlled would definitely like super punish you. I wish there for all of the card games we love playing, there could be so many cool competitive games. I think this is like what a lot of people like something like Warhammer, a miniatures game for, but I don't like the inapproximate nature of war games generally. Like, give me a competitive tactics game specifically. I think we've complained plenty about like booster packs on this channel, but like there's a little bit of me that like I think would find it fun if we had if we were like trying to crack like large sleeves. I guess this is like what HeroClix probably was for Marvel for a bit. But like trying to open like a Gundam pack and like, are we getting Zakus or are we getting Goofs? I think there's something here for it, and I think I would prefer that competitive scene to exist digitally, so we don't have to like waste money on it. Not that spending it digitally couldn't be like not that doing it digitally couldn't also just cost money, but you know. Okay, I guess this is the downside of the sniper, is that our post movement option is exclusively one range. So that's definitely a bummer, but Slager needs healing badly, and then Karen also is going to need healing. Not nearly as badly though. Yeah, let's get these goofs off of the forest so that the rest of our troops can pull back onto said forest. You are largely okay, so you come back here, tag this goof. Yeah. Finish this goof off. Then that's a kill for whoever wants it, so just, I guess, whoever's lowest. We can give that to Hayato. How about some XP, just in case this pushes us into, like, a snipe on him. Or, yeah, a snipe from him, too. And then we can heal up Karen. And then try and chunk something down with the white base before it gets to us. Like, preferably the Apsaris. And I think we can take the Apsaris out next turn. Ooh, our accuracy is atrocious. Never you mind, we have a bullseye. Oh, yeah, no, she's dying next turn. So it looks like, does she have HP regen? Because I think we did more damage to her than before. No? Okay. She does have a repair kit. We got to be careful of that. She'll probably use the propellant tank next turn. 7 range. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do want the Gunpa out of here. Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Okay. That's what I get for trying to go too fast. That's totally fine. I'm going to lose it. I am going to lose it if I accidentally kill all of the Doms. Fortunately, there's a couple that are in the back. So we do have those that are pretty safe for capturing later. This might call for a repair kit on player phase. I think that's probably safe. I also did not clock who was in the Zanzibar. We should check that. See if we can capture that too. That's a good chunk of money if we can capture it. And we'll probably end up fortuning Norris. Or that's going to be one of our fortune targets if we can decide. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a repair kit. At this point, actually, I think we probably need to like be blocking so we don't lose a part. Yeah, they've got a couple more cycles. I think we're going to be fine. It'll be close, though. The Apsaris can also hit us. We have to block here to, like, not... I feel like I'm not cheating. That's, like, the least... The least commitment of all of our actions. Yeah, there's the repair kit. We want to fire here. But because she's hitting our body, yeah, that will only do a little chip to our parts. And then Norris is out of range. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely using a repair kit. Let's do that now before we forget. Okay, you need to separate. Okay, now that we're all in a legal game state, who's in the Zanzibar? Just a generic. Okay, great, we can capture him. I think our first priority is getting Aina out of here. Though Norris is also pretty tempting as a target. So why don't we do this first? We get a bullseye here. We get a bullseye here. So we can pull that support attack before we end up wasting... Or not wasting, before we use Karen's action. So I think we can probably actually... Yeah, we can clear both of them this turn. Then Karen attacks here. We don't need to give her the kill. Though I guess we're gonna end up giving it to the white base like this, which is fine. Bright is just like naturally farming XP by the fact he's just always in combat. Okay, great. And then we can go here for Norris. I'm gonna bank on. Hold on. We're going to make sure that this is a kill. We'll chip him one more time with someone who is a little bit weaker, because I don't think this is going to be lethal. Especially seeing he is on a forest. So can we have the Baldios do this? No. I don't think the Zaku's got enough range. No. I guess we could use a G fighter for this. How much range you got, my guy? And if we end up killing him with one of the G fighters, then so be it. He does have a 6 range attack. Okay. So whoever we're doing this with, this is not going to be safe, which is fine. That's why we want to use, like, we can use Kai, and he has a lot of defensive spirits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, yeah. And now this is safe on Selah. barring the fact that she doesn't like have perfect accuracy. But I think we try this. Yeah, great. I'm glad we did chip more, because that we barely did any damage there. I forgot how bad of a pilot they make her. I always like want to imagine that she's very good because she is a new type also, and no, they just don't let her be good. I mean, she is fine. Like that's more to do with Norris than that is to do with Sayla. But I've done, like I've said, I think I said at the top of this series that I've done this challenge before in Complete Box, in Complete Box 3. And Sayla ends up being one of the better pilots. Just because she is like a character that has real stats as opposed to like Hayato, who has literally nothing going for him. He has no unique abilities. He has just the spirit that, is it Guts? The one that's like a small heal. And he has like the most bare bone of like stats for performance. It's very sad. Yeah, okay, no, we are in control now. What's the map attack look like? Yeah, it's just a line, that's fine. That works. Then we can resupply and heal you. Or just heal you twice, and we can resupply next turn. Yeah, we should be... Well, what would be ideal is if we were up, like, everyone was up, like, 2 or 3 spaces, when we would, like, have the full body of our team actually on terrain. But this is where we ended up, so this is where we stand. No, we'll let you take that damage. Okay. That's fine. This felt nice and fast. I feel like at this point, if we're gonna get another portion of this scenario, it's going to be. I forgot to turn that off. Whoops. If we're gonna get another section to this scenario, it's going to be once we clear all of these Gundam units out. This one is the one we're gonna try and save. Yeah. Okay. Great. I guess just like you take this kill here, but like that's so much damage. That's basically as much damage as Karen is doing, and that is like fully uninvested. Absolutely bonkers. Okay, you get to go here, punch this boy to death, and now we get to start figuring out sniping. You can... Sanders needs to get healed, so we bring Kai down. Okay, that was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And then the hover whatever heals here. Great. And then the Gunpa is the most defensive of, or is the more defensive of the two. So we'll let it open on slowly. Arms. Ah, okay. I didn't think it was going to do the whole thing, but... Then you need a snipe. Attack. Slowly. Arms. Turning off the support attack. Okay. Now the Dom can't counter us. So then we're just safe to deal with the Zanzibar as it comes in. This is, yeah, that's totally fine. If we can take out all of the pieces of the Zanzibar this turn, we can just capture it before we have to deal with it, like before we have to deal with it getting its parts back. That's a shame. So we'll just let you get resupplied now and then move you forward. Yeah, we'll move you up here now. Because it does have a spare parts. I don't think we're actually going to be able to take the whole thing down this turn. So let's instead be intentional in what we're hitting and try to avoid breaking any of the parts so that we can just, like, take them all next turn. Oh, you don't have any ammo left. Having only one resupplier in this process because we are using the our other resupplier for, like, actual damage is definitely making this slightly more, not difficult, I guess tedious. Do that to weapons. It was a weird, like, thunk. I'm pretty sure that came from the game and that wasn't, like, outside or something. Maybe it was. Maybe no idea what I'm talking about. We still got good range here. Okay. Engines. Because I don't think they're going to use... I don't think they're going to use the spare parts to repair anything that isn't, like, fully broken. Okay, slow it down. Turn off the support attack, go here, and then I guess we'll do the head next. Yeah, just the thing is, it would be so much better if we could capture someone this turn, so that the white base has something to do, but low, it is not so. Yeah. Sure, we can take damage. We're fine. Yeah, that barely hurts. We've invested enough into armor at this point that we're now pretty secure. Okay, who else is hurt? You know, let's move over. Oh, we can't even get that close. We'll move up with the Baldios. We're in the forest, so this is safe. Should be safe. Yeah, okay. We can heal the Gunpowder. Yeah. It feels like we're making that, like, dump noise. What I'm hearing it in my head, I'm, like, going, like, One Piece .wav. Didn't get used. Oh, right, because Shiro got blocked. I forgot already. It feels like that's happening when we are getting 3 or more of the rivalries together. So let's make sure that the Dom doesn't have... Yeah, okay. So we can just get the Dom set without needing to capture it this turn. Whereas we want to capture the Zanzibar this turn. Yeah. Or we like... We want to capture the Zanzibar the turn we get the parts down. So we don't have the... It can't use the spare parts to fix stuff. So I guess the answer is just, like, we see if we can do all of that. And I think we can, because we still have both of our snipers. Yeah, no, we definitely get to do that this turn. That should have been at the engine. But we still have the, like, we still have, like, the actual thing called the sniper. We'll put that towards the engine. Oh, yeah, no, we super get to capture it this turn. Okay. How about you do the finishing blow on the weapons? And then whoever is the lowest level I guess let's give it to Light, as again he is the least apt to be able to like do something in the future. Because I think he is in the worst unit that we have right now. I do think the Zaku's are better than the Dry or whatever this thing's called. Can we capture both? Darn, that would have been nice. I feel like if this game was made recently, we would have been allowed to capture both of them at the same time. This is going to put us a little, if this ends the mission, and I'm assuming it is, it's going to put us a little bit under time, but that's fine. The internet was telling me to stop. It's just a shame that, like, now that it's, like, going, it's about time to finish, but let's see. This is... Okay, yeah. This gets turned into money. And that's dust proofing, but we want to keep that. Incredible. All right, that actually worked out like almost perfectly time wise. We'll put some points into the Daltanius again. I think we get to put 1 point in. Yeah. But 75,000 next scenario seems maybe doable. That's going to be like a real scenario. Who gets to go in the Dom? I guess of Hayato or Ryu. Let's make it Ryu because what we said with the range. And now we can move parts over. So you're going to take all the parts off of this Zaku first. Yes. So you're gonna grab the Minovsky craft, which I actually don't think either of these matter, which is a shame. Did we just have like all of the terrain benefits set well for this Zaku? Did I not realize that? That's just like that's all had done. I guess we'll make it an essence base. We'll turn it into a Rick Dom. I guess that's the difference that they're drawing, is that the Rick Doms are also technically good in space. But if I remember correctly, the very first model of Dom that gets launched in Gundam doesn't have the ability to hover in the way that the regular Dom does. If I remember correctly, this is like my last entry point for this is from MS Saga, the turn-based Gundam like customizing game. That game was so good. I would kill for another entry in that. But yeah. We'll put the Minovsky craft in here because it still gives it flying, and it doesn't have flying right now. We'll figure out dust proofing in a second. But that game series was, or that game was really good. But if I remember correctly, you get Dom legs that don't actually that don't actually like let you hover. It takes you until you getting the Rick Dom for you to actually like fly around. We have an S in like most of the places we want it already. What else can we give S on ground to? That Zaku is the one that's not being used. Oh, this one can. Okay, great. Yeah. So the Hayato's Zaku can take the... I'm pretty sure this is the dust proofing. Yeah, that's got to be S on the ground. That's at least... I at least saw the kanji for ground somewhere in the middle of that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. I don't think we got skill parts anywhere else. Yeah, like I said, I'll figure out what this is after stream. It says it like I can read this. It says points, so I'm pretty sure this is spirits. Like I'm pretty sure this is getting SP, but I would have assumed it would have had like the letters SP on there. But like maybe that's the kanji for spirit, and I just like I'm not recognizing it. Okay, let's save. for as like not far into the game as we are, we're already like hitting like level 20. This game also definitely like wants you to get to level 100. It has very modern like design philosophy to it, I think. And you can always replay them as many times as you want, but then next time we will go into space. But we will save that for next Monday. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with this just like really messy, awkward time. Not only just in gameplay, but like this, who knows how many VODs this stream has been broken up into because of the stop and start of my internet. I think we've done this. I think we did this last time too. I think that might just be like a Monday problem. I think I'm learning that my internet is just bad on Mondays. If that ends up being the case, maybe we'll just like switch stream days on Mondays to something else. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is perhaps one of the games that or like playthroughs that I like the most. So I hope everyone else is enjoying it. This is definitely the kind of thing that I would be doing on my own. So I definitely want to keep it up, even if it's not the most popular, just because like this one's kind of for me. I wish I had like more data gathering I could like talk about with it, right? But this is like a good first step into things, so we can like talk about it for future instances of this run. But if this is not your speed, then you can look forward to Wednesday, where we have another pre-scripted video of Alpha coming out. And if you're more of a story head than I am, I have started diving into my thoughts on the story for Alpha, so you get that to look forward to. And then the day after, on Thursday, I will be going back to streaming Y some more. I thought I was close to over, but I was sorely mistaken. I was corrected last stream that we have not just one but 2 more chapters left to go. No stream on Friday. I'll change my description right after this video. So if you are watching live right now, I see we got a viewer or two. If you're watching live right now, I'll have that description. I'll have my channel description corrected. And that's what the week looks like. So there you go. I hope something's of interest to you. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. And I will, if I don't see you live next, I will hopefully see you in a VOD. Take care, everyone.